Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and in today's just random video, we're going to be making lunch here at the office with my Itaki Shabuki cooker thingy. My brother had ordered this for me, so thank you, bro. And it comes with this, and it plugs into the socket, obviously. It came with this bag here. I'm filming with just one hand, so if it's a little shaky, I apologize. It came with these really cute chopsticks and this plastic blue spoon. And it's somewhat like a, what am I thinking of? A crock pot, because if you look here, it does have low and high settings. But let me turn the camera off for just a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, it's a bit of a production, but I'm going to turn this on high. And I believe from the videos that I've seen online on YouTube, this actually gets hot enough to sear, but we're not going to do that. I do, sorry for my big arm, have a bottle of water, and so I'm going to put that in here, and it's a 16-ounce bottle of water, and I'm going to cover it, and we'll see how long it takes to boil. Okay, so it took about 6 minutes to come to a rolling boil. I really hope I don't drop my phone in this thing. And so what I'm going to do is I have some golden curry, and I broke off a chunk, so I'm going to put that in. What we're having is a curry udon work style, and so I'm going to be using this. This is the vegetable packet that came with it, so I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to add a little bit of the seasoning to it as well. Not the whole thing, but just a little bit. And I'm going to stir this up to break down that curry thing. Again, I'm filming with one hand, so it does make it a little difficult. Now, I've never made this before. I've never actually used this pot before, so I don't know if the ratios are going to be good. I don't know how this is going to taste, but I really like curry and I really like noodles, and I can still feel some of that curry block. What I don't want it to do is it to burn at the bottom of this. Okay, and I'm going to add in a bunch of green onions. And have that boil down a little. And I brought that from home. And then I also have some gyoza from the freezer. I just let thaw in the fridge overnight. I'm going to add that as well. I'm going to stir that around. And if I can handle one-handed, I'm going to put the noodles in as well. I'm not going to break up the noodles. And I'm going to cover this and let this boil for 3 to 4 minutes and then check on it. I also have some corn. Yeah, it's just pretty much a dump kind of thing, but we shall see. And once 3 to 4 minutes have passed, then I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, it has been about 4 minutes, and the noodles have separated. It's looking pretty close to done. I like a really chewy noodle, so I generally don't cook my noodles as long as you would think. I'm pretty sure the gyoza is heated through. I think there's already things sticking to the bottom, but I'm not 100% sure. And I'm going to do this caveman style and eat straight out of this, assuming cavemen's had Itaki Shabukis. I will turn it off because it is bubbling and I'll definitely have to clean up my desk afterwards. And when I'm done, then I'll just pop on really quick and just let you know what I thought of the cook time, the taste, and the process. So lunch is over. I actually have a little bit left in here, and I'm not gonna lie, instead of coffee this afternoon, I might just finish my curry. My thoughts are a bit mixed. It cooks it very well. I think it's a little humbug, to be honest, to lug all that stuff to work. And then I need to lug it back home because our kitchen sink, we can wash our hands, but we can't really wash anything else. It does make a bit of a mess, but I think that's just because what I had eaten. From a flavor profile, it was amazing. It's udon style noodles, but they're not actual legit udon noodles. Right at the beginning, they were really, really chewy, but then they got the perfect texture as it sat. When I tasted it, it did taste a little flat, so I actually added a little bit more curry. I didn't add any more of the nigiri seasoning. It's both spicy and fishy, and I didn't want that taste. The green onions were cooked perfectly, the corn, I mean, everything. It definitely was a delicious meal, but lugging all that to work and then lugging it back home is, I don't know, it's a bit meh for me. But I am going to try it again, and I think the next dish I'll try is maybe a pasta dish, or maybe a soup, because I think if I had started this a little bit earlier and put it on low, let me back that up. So it took about 15 minutes all told for waiting for the water and then waiting for everything to cook for it to be done. So, I mean, if you're comparing it to a microwave, it definitely is a lot slower, but if you're comparing it to, you know, a cooktop meal, then I think it's about the same. I think if I were to do like a pasta dish or a soup or a stew type of thing, I could prep it earlier, like around maybe 10 or 11 a.m. because I usually eat around 12:30 or closer to 1, and keep it on low, monitor it, keep it here in the office, and then I'd have the lunch ready for me versus me waiting the 15 minutes. I know I have an hour, so it's not that big of a deal, but yeah. Again, for me, the lugging the things and making sure I had all of the components, covering my desk in paper towel, I don't know if it's a gimmick. I don't know. I think in a college dorm room, this would make a lot of sense. I think if you are living in a studio apartment, this would make a lot of sense. I think if you have a community fridge like at the office and you can just keep things in stock, then that makes a lot of sense. But I actually literally had to lug every single thing with me, and then I have to lug it back home because I don't leave things in the fridge. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Definitely an A+ on the size. It's perfect as a one pot meal for one person. If you had this for maybe 2 or 3 people, then I think if you had added some rice and some vegetables, then what I had cooked would definitely have been enough for 3 people if there were other things in the meal. Portability, I mean, it does come with the bag, but the bag barely fits it, so I'd say that's like a 3.5. The time, it definitely was faster than I thought, so I probably would give that as a 3.5 as well. But I'm going to do a few more testing recipes. I'm sorry for the lighting and whatnot, but I mean, it's an office, so there's not much I can do about that. But I'd love to know, do you guys have any ideas on recipes that I can try? And if so, put them in the comments below. All right, guys, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.